Hello and welcome. My name is Dr. Camila Silva, and I invite you to join me on an extraordinary journey into the very heart of our planet's greatest wilderness, the Amazon rainforest. This vast emerald expanse, often called the lungs of the earth, is more than just a collection of trees. It is a complex, living, breathing world, teeming with a diversity of life that almost defies imagination. Here, in the dappled light beneath the immense canopy and within the murky, life-giving waters of its legendary river, secrets have been kept for millennia. We are here to uncover some of these secrets, to seek out the strange and wonderful creatures that call this unique ecosystem home. Our expedition will focus on the elusive, the rare and the truly fascinating species that are found nowhere else on Earth. These are not the animals you might see in a typical documentary. These are the specialists, the masters of camouflage, the relics of ancient lineages, and the apex predators that reign supreme in this intricate web of life. From a dolphin that blushes pink to a frog so transparent you can see its beating heart, the Amazon holds wonders that challenge our understanding of the natural world. Each creature has a story, a unique set of adaptations that allows it to survive and thrive in this incredibly competitive environment. So prepare to be amazed. We will venture deep into the rainforest, navigating winding tributaries and trekking through dense undergrowth to bring you face to face with some of the planet's most remarkable inhabitants. This is not just a glimpse into a remote jungle. It is an intimate look at the delicate balance of life in one of the most vital and most threatened habitats on our world. Come with me as we unveil the hidden wonders of the Amazon. Our journey begins in the water itself, in the vast winding network of the Amazon River and its tributaries. These are not clear, placid waters. They are murky, silt-laden, and full of hidden life. It is here, in this opaque world, that we find our first marvel, the Amazon River dolphin, or Boto. Its appearance is almost mythical, a creature from folklore. While young dolphins are grey, the adults, particularly the males, can develop a startling pink hue, a color that intensifies with excitement or aggression. It is a truly surreal sight, a blush of life in the brown water. Navigating this underwater realm of near-zero visibility would be impossible for an animal that relies solely on sight. The Boto has evolved a remarkable solution. It possesses a bulbous head, the melon, which is a sophisticated organ used for echolocation. By emitting a series of high-frequency clicks and interpreting the echoes that bounce back, the dolphin builds a detailed acoustic picture of its surroundings. It can see with sound, detecting the precise location of fish, obstacles, and even the subtle contours of the riverbed. This is a sensory world almost beyond our human comprehension. Unlike its marine cousins, the Amazon River dolphin is incredibly flexible. Its neck vertebrae are unfused, allowing it to turn its head a full 90 degrees. This extraordinary agility is essential for hunting in the complex, submerged world of the flooded forest. During the wet season, when the river spills its banks and inundates vast tracts of jungle, the dolphins follow the water. They can be seen weaving with astonishing grace between tree trunks, pursuing prey in a temporary aquatic labyrinth where land animals once roamed. Their social lives are also shrouded in the river's mystery. They are often seen alone or in small family groups, mother and calf pairs being the most common bond. The relationship between a mother and her young is vital. She will nurse her calf for over a year, teaching it the intricate art of echolocation and the secrets of finding food in the ever-changing river. This transfer of knowledge is crucial for survival in such a challenging environment, a legacy passed down through generations in the heart of the Amazon. The Boto's brain is surprisingly large, around 40% larger than a human's, suggesting a high level of intelligence. Their playful and curious nature has been noted by local people for centuries, who have woven the dolphins into their rich tapestry of myths and legends. They are seen as shapeshifters, magical beings, guardians of the river. This reverence has in some ways protected them, but their world is far from safe. They are a sentinel species, their health a direct indicator of the river's well-being. The sounds they produce are not just for navigation. They use a complex repertoire of whistles, squeals, and clicks to communicate with one another. In the dark water, sound is the primary medium for social interaction, for warning of danger, for courtship, and for maintaining contact between mother and calf. Every vocalization is a thread in the social fabric of these enigmatic creatures, a conversation happening just beneath the surface, hidden from our eyes. To witness a Boto's surface, to see that flash of pink skin and hear the soft exhale of its breath, is to connect with an ancient and intelligent lineage. It is a powerful reminder that the Amazon's waters hold wonders as profound as any found in its forests. But as the river faces threats from pollution, dams, and boat traffic, the future of this pink phantom hangs in a delicate balance, its song at risk of fading into silence. We now move from the vastness of the river into the towering vertical world of the rainforest canopy. Here, life is lived far from the forest floor in a complex architecture of branches, vines, and leaves. To survive here, one must be agile, sharp-eyed, and often very small. Our next subject is a master of this domain, the smallest true monkey in the world, the pygmy marmoset. It is a creature so diminutive it could comfortably fit in the palm of a human hand. An adult pygmy marmoset weighs little more than a bar of soap, a mere 100 grams. This tiny size is a key adaptation, allowing it to exploit resources that are unavailable to larger primates. It can scurry along the thinnest of twigs, reaching insects and fruits that would be inaccessible to a heavier animal. Its movements are quick and bird-like, a darting, flickering presence in the dense foliage, making it incredibly difficult to spot. They are phantoms of a different kind, masters of the high canopy. Their diet is highly specialized. While they do eat insects and fruit, their primary food source is tree sap or gum. They are equipped with long, sharp lower incisors like tiny chisels, which they use to gnaw small holes in the bark of specific trees and vines. They then return to these holes repeatedly to lick up the rich, energy-dense sap that oozes out. A family group will maintain and defend the territory of these gum holes, a personal larder high in the trees. Living in such a precarious world requires unique adaptations for grip. The pygmy marmoset doesn't have grasping hands and feet like larger monkeys. Instead, it has evolved sharp claw-like nails called tegulae. These tiny grappling hooks allow it to cling securely to the vertical trunks of trees, digging into the bark as it scurries up, down, and around with astonishing speed and confidence. It is more like a squirrel than a primate in its method of locomotion. These tiny monkeys live in small, cooperative family groups, typically consisting of a breeding pair and their offspring. The entire family helps to raise the young, which are usually born as twins. The father plays a remarkably active role, carrying the infants on his back for the first few weeks of their lives, passing them to the mother only for nursing. This shared parenting is essential, as the newborns are surprisingly large relative to the mother's size, and the burden of care is too great for her alone. Communication is a constant, vital activity. They use a complex system of high-pitched whistles, trills, and chirps, many of which are too high for the human ear to detect. These calls are used to maintain contact with group members as they forage, to signal the discovery of a food source, and crucially, to warn of approaching predators. From their high vantage point, they must be ever watchful for snakes and birds of prey, their main threats. Despite their size, they are fiercely territorial. A family group will scent mark the boundaries of its domain using glands on their chest and genitals. When another group intrudes, it can lead to aggressive displays, piloerection, where they puff up their fur to look larger, and intense vocal battles. These confrontations are a serious business, a fight for the precious sap-producing trees that sustain them. Their lives are a constant drama of survival, played out on a miniature scale. From the very small, we now turn our gaze to the truly magnificent. High above the canopy, a shadow falls. It belongs to the undisputed ruler of the Amazonian sky, a bird of prey of such size and power it seems to belong to a prehistoric age. This is the harpy eagle, one of the world's largest and most powerful eagles. With a wingspan of over 2 meters, it is a breathtaking sight, the apex aerial predator of this entire ecosystem. The source of its power is immediately apparent in its talons. A harpy eagle's rear talons are as large as the claws of a grizzly bear, capable of exerting a crushing pressure of several hundred pounds per square inch. These are not merely for grasping, they are lethal weapons, designed to pierce bone and instantly kill its prey. When a harpy eagle strikes, there is no struggle. Its grip is absolute, its strike final. Its primary prey are animals that live in the trees, such as sloths and monkeys. This requires a very specific hunting strategy. The eagle does not soar high in the open sky like many other raptors. Instead, it practices a technique known as perch hunting. It will sit motionless on a high branch, often for hours, its keen eyes scanning the canopy below. Its hearing is also exceptional, able to detect the subtle rustle of a monkey moving through the leaves from a great distance. When it spots its prey, the attack is an explosion of speed and agility. It drops from its perch, maneuvering through the dense tangle of branches with incredible precision. Its short, broad wings are perfectly adapted for this, allowing for rapid acceleration and tight turns in a cluttered environment. The approach is often silent, the prey unaware until the very last moment, when the great talons find their mark. It is a formidable hunter, perfectly evolved for its forest kingdom. Harpy eagles form monogamous pairs that may bond for life. They build enormous nests, great platforms of sticks nearly 2 meters across, in the crowns of the tallest trees, often the emergent giants like the kapok tree. This high vantage point provides a commanding view of their territory and keeps their young safe from ground-based predators. The same nest may be used and added to year after year, becoming a fixture in the forest skyline. Raising a chick is a long and arduous process. The female lays 1 or 2 eggs, but typically only 1 chick survives. A strategy that ensures all parental resources are focused on a single strong offspring. The incubation and fledgling period lasts for many months. Even after the young eagle can fly, it will remain near the nest for up to a year, dependent on its parents for food, while it hones its own formidable hunting skills. The harpy eagle's facial disc, a ring of feathers around its face, helps to funnel sound to its ears, much like an owl's. It can raise these feathers to form a distinctive crest, giving it an appearance of intense, regal curiosity. This, combined with its piercing dark eyes, gives the eagle an air of profound intelligence. It is a calculating and patient predator, a true sovereign of the canopy, whose presence shapes the behavior of every primate and sloth in its territory. As night falls, the Amazon transforms. A new cast of characters emerges, and honestly, the air fills with a chorus of strange and wonderful sounds. Our search now takes us to the damp leaf litter and the vegetation overhanging quiet streams, seeking a creature that really embodies the magic of this nocturnal world. This is the glass frog. By day, it is a small lime-green amphibian, but by night, it reveals its extraordinary secret. The name glass frog is no exaggeration. The skin on its underside is completely transparent. Held against the light, you can see its internal organs with astonishing clarity. The beating red heart, the silvery white liver, the intricate coils of its digestive tract, and even the eggs developing inside a gravid female. This is not a trick of the light. It is a marvel of evolutionary biology, a window into the inner workings of a living creature. This transparency serves as a unique form of camouflage. When the frog presses its body flat against a leaf, its outlines seem to dissolve. The green of its back blends with the leaf's color, while the transparent belly allows the light to pass through, preventing the frog from casting a telltale shadow that a predator below, such as a snake, might spot. It is a sophisticated strategy of becoming one with its background, of simply disappearing. Glass frogs are creatures of the night. As darkness descends, the males make their way to leaves and branches overhanging streams and begin to call. Each species has a unique high-pitched whistle or peep, an advertisement to females and a challenge to rival males. These calls create a soundscape, a map of territories laid out in the humid night air. A female, attracted by a male's call, will approach and courtship will begin. The parental care exhibited by some glass frog species is remarkable for an amphibian. After the female lays a clutch of gelatinous eggs on the underside of a leaf, the male's work truly begins. He will stand guard over the eggs, sometimes for weeks, protecting them from predators like wasps and ensuring they remain moist. He may even hydrate them by soaking his own body in water and pressing himself against the clutch, a dedicated father ensuring the survival of his offspring. When the tadpoles are ready to hatch, a remarkable event occurs. They wriggle free from their jelly capsules and drop one by one into the stream flowing directly below. It is a perilous plunge, a leap of faith from the relative safety of the leaf into the predator-filled water. Once in the stream, they must fend for themselves, beginning the next stage of their life cycle as aquatic larvae, breathing through gills until their final metamorphosis. The survival of glass frogs is intrinsically linked to the health of these clean, fast-flowing forest streams. They are highly sensitive to pollution and changes in water quality. Any contamination in the water can be devastating to the developing tadpoles, and deforestation can alter the temperature and flow of the streams they depend upon. Their delicate, transparent nature is a reflection of the fragility of their environment. They are bioindicators, their presence a sign of a healthy, functioning ecosystem. We return once more to the aquatic realm, but this time we seek a creature of immense size and gentle disposition. It is a shy, elusive herbivore, a mammal that has fully committed to a life in the water. This is the Amazonian manatee, the smallest of the manatee species, yet still a giant of these rivers, growing up to 3 meters in length and weighing nearly half a ton. It is a slow-moving, peaceful guardian of the Amazon's waterways. Unlike its coastal relatives, the Amazonian manatee lives exclusively in fresh water. It navigates the main river channels, the quiet blackwater lakes, and the flooded grasslands, its life dictated by the seasonal rise and fall of the water. Its body is perfectly streamlined for this existence, with powerful paddle-like flippers for steering and a large flat tail that propels it through the water with a slow, graceful, undulating motion. It is a creature of serene and deliberate movement. Its diet consists entirely of aquatic plants, such as water hyacinths and grasses. A single adult manatee can consume up to 8% of its body weight in vegetation every day. This makes them crucial gardeners of the Amazon's aquatic ecosystems, helping to keep waterways clear and control the growth of invasive plants. They graze with their prehensile, bristly lips, which are adept at grasping and manipulating vegetation, pulling it towards their mouth. The Amazonian manatee faces a unique challenge during the dry season. As water levels drop, many of the lakes and lagoons they inhabit become isolated, and their food supply dwindles. To survive this period of scarcity, which can last for months, they have adapted to fast. They rely on their substantial fat reserves, their metabolism slowing down, to conserve energy until the rains return and the rivers rise again, reconnecting them to their feeding grounds. They are shy and solitary creatures, though sometimes small groups may gather in areas with abundant food. Communication is subtle, consisting of soft chirps, squeaks and whistles, used primarily between a mother and her calf. The bond between them is incredibly strong. A calf will stay with its mother for up to 2 years, learning the migratory routes, the locations of safe havens, and what plants are safe to eat. This long period of dependency is vital for its survival. Historically, the Amazonian manatee was hunted extensively for its meat and hide, which brought it to the brink of extinction. Today, while it is protected by law, it remains one of the most endangered mammals in the Amazon. The threats have changed, but are no less severe. Accidental drowning in fishing nets, collisions with motorboats, and habitat degradation from deforestation and pollution continue to threaten their small and fragmented populations. Seeing an Amazonian manatee is a rare privilege. Often, the only sign of its presence is a gentle swirl on the water's surface or a series of bubbles rising as it grazes below. To catch a glimpse of its broad grey back as it surfaces for a quiet breath is to witness a survivor, a gentle giant that has navigated these waters for millions of years. Its silent presence is a poignant reminder of the vulnerability of even the largest animals in the face of human impact. We move now from the water to the damp, shaded world of the forest floor. Amongst the fallen leaves and mossy logs lives a group of animals that are small, beautiful, and exceptionally dangerous. These are the poison dart frogs. They are living jewels, adorned in some of the most brilliant and vibrant colors found in nature: electric blues, fiery oranges, vivid yellows, and emerald greens. But this beauty is not for show. It is a warning. This strategy is known as aposematism, a clear, unambiguous signal to potential predators that says, "I am not good to eat." Unlike most amphibians, which rely on camouflage to avoid being seen, the poison dart frog advertises its presence. Any predator foolish enough to ignore the warning and try to eat one will likely be its last meal. The memory of the foul taste and toxic effects is a powerful deterrent. protecting not just that individual frog but all others of its kind. The source of their toxicity is fascinating. The frogs themselves do not produce the potent toxins. Instead, they sequester them from their diet, which consists of specific ants, mites, and other small arthropods. These invertebrates consume toxic plants, and the alkaloids are then passed up the food chain, accumulating and becoming concentrated in the frog's skin. This is why poison dart frogs raised in captivity and fed a different diet are completely harmless. Their lethality is borrowed from the forest itself. The potency of the toxin varies dramatically between species. The golden poison frog of Colombia, for example, is perhaps the most toxic animal on Earth. The toxins in the skin of a single frog are enough to kill 10 adult humans. Indigenous peoples of the Amazon have for centuries carefully used these secretions to tip their hunting blow darts, a practice that gives the frogs their common name. It is a relationship of deep respect and cautious handling. Unlike the nocturnal glass frog, poison dart frogs are diurnal, meaning they are active during the day. Their bright colors make them visible, and their toxins make them bold. They can be seen hopping confidently across the leaf litter, foraging for food in broad daylight, a privilege denied to their camouflaged cousins. Their lives are lived out in the open, protected by their chemical arsenal. Courtship and parenting are often elaborate affairs. Males will find a prominent perch, such as a leaf or a log, and emit a buzzing trill to attract a female. After mating, the female lays her eggs in a moist, hidden spot on the forest floor. In many species, the parental care is extraordinary. Once the tadpoles hatch, one of the parents, often the male, will allow the tadpoles to wriggle onto his back. He then undertakes a perilous journey, carrying his precious cargo to a tiny pool of water. This nursery might be the water collected in the cup of a bromeliad plant high off the ground. The male deposits his tadpoles, one by one, into these miniature private ponds. For some species, the mother then takes over, returning every few days to lay an unfertilized egg into the water for her developing young to eat. It is an incredible investment of time and energy, ensuring the next generation has the best possible start in life in the competitive world of the rainforest. For our final encounter, we return to the rivers and lakes in search of a charismatic and formidable predator. This is an animal that combines intelligence, social complexity, and sheer power. It is the giant otter, known locally as the river wolf. Growing up to 1.8 meters long from nose to tail tip, it is the longest member of the weasel family and one of the Amazon's top carnivores, a sleek and powerful hunter. Giant otters are intensely social animals, living in large, noisy family groups of up to 20 individuals. These groups are centered around a dominant monogamous breeding pair, with the other members being their offspring from previous seasons. This extended family works together as a highly coordinated team. They hunt together, raise the young together, and ferociously defend their territory against rival groups. Their bond is the key to their success. Their days are spent patrolling their territory, which can stretch for many kilometers along a riverbank. They are constantly communicating with a wide range of vocalizations. They have loud, piercing screams to warn off intruders, gentle coos and hums to reassure family members, and sharp barks to signal alarm. A group of otters on the move is a boisterous, energetic affair, a whirlwind of activity on the water's surface. As hunters, they are supreme. Their long, streamlined bodies and powerful webbed feet make them incredibly fast and agile swimmers. Their flattened tail acts as a powerful rudder. They have dense, waterproof fur that traps a layer of air for insulation, and they can close their ears and nostrils underwater. Their long whiskers are highly sensitive, detecting the vibrations of fish moving in the murky water. They work as a pack to herd and corner schools of fish, a chaotic and highly effective strategy. A giant otter's diet consists mainly of fish, including piranhas and catfish, but they will also take crabs, snakes, and even small caimans. An adult needs to eat around 4 kilograms of food every day to fuel its high metabolism. After a successful hunt, they will often bring their catch to the riverbank, floating on their backs and using their chests as a makeshift table, crunching loudly on their meal with powerful jaws. Each family group digs a den into the riverbank, a complex burrow with underwater entrances and dry chambers above the waterline. This holt is where they rest, sleep, and raise their pups. The entire family participates in childcare. Older siblings act as babysitters and bring food to the nursing mother and the helpless pups. teaching them essential life skills like swimming and hunting as they grow. This cooperative breeding is a hallmark of their sophisticated social structure. Despite being apex predators, giant otters have faced severe threats. They were hunted almost to extinction for their velvety, luxurious pelts in the mid-20th century. While now protected, they remain endangered. Their survival is threatened by habitat loss due to mining and agriculture, which pollutes the rivers and depletes their fish stocks. They are also vulnerable to diseases passed from domestic dogs. The loud, joyful chaos of a giant otter family is a precious sound, one that we must work to ensure is never silenced. Our journey through the Amazon's hidden worlds has come to an end. We have witnessed the surreal beauty of the pink river dolphin, the miniature majesty of the pygmy marmoset, and the awesome power of the harpy eagle. We have seen through the skin of the glass frog and felt the gentle presence of the manatee. We have understood the vibrant warning of the poison dart frog and the complex social life of the giant otter. Each of these creatures is a masterpiece of evolution, a unique solution to the challenges of life in this incredible forest. They are a testament to the boundless creativity of the natural world. But this world, which can seem so vast and eternal, is in truth incredibly fragile. The Amazon rainforest and its inhabitants face unprecedented threats from deforestation, climate change, pollution, and illegal wildlife trade. The stories we have shared are not just tales of wonder, they are also stories of vulnerability. The survival of these rare and beautiful species is inextricably linked to the choices we make thousands of miles away. Their future and the future of this vital global ecosystem rests in our hands. We are all connected to the fate of the Amazon. I urge you to learn more about this vital part of our planet. Support the organizations that are working tirelessly on the ground to protect these habitats and the wildlife within them. By raising awareness, making conscious choices, and advocating for conservation, we can help ensure that these hidden wonders are not lost forever. Thank you for joining me, Bashir Njuki, on this exploration. May we all continue to cherish and protect the extraordinary biodiversity that makes our world so special.